In high school, you are expected to take responsibility for your own studies. Effective studying requires careful planning. Follow the planning steps on your screen to help you study effectively. These steps are also in your workbook. Step 1. Identify your study or learning style. People have different learning styles or ways of learning. For example, some people like to move and talk out loud, while some other people like to use mind maps when they study, and some other people like to make notes. Work out which study method works best for you, as long as it's a method that makes your work meaningful. Never learn things off by heart or try to learn things you don't understand. You'll just forget them. Step 2. Make studying part of your daily planning. If you do 1 hour of study each day, studying will become a habit. Make studying part of your daily planning. Step 3. Ensure that you understand your work before you try to study it. If you don't understand your work, go to your teacher after class or during break and ask them for help. Step 4. Design a smart study timetable for exam. Your study timetable should follow the SMART rule. Be realistic about the amount of work you can do in 1 day. Be specific about what you will study and when, and work according to the time you've set. Allow yourself to start learning well before the exams start. Prioritize your learning according to when you write each exam. Allow yourself to study for 15-minute sessions with 10-minute breaks between each session. If you take longer breaks, you will get absorbed into another activity like watching television and forget to come back to your studies. Be flexible enough to allow yourself to catch up on sessions you may have missed. Design a study timetable for your next set of exams using the planning steps you have learned in this lesson. Hand your plan to your teacher to ensure that you have developed the necessary planning and problem-solving skills to design a study timetable that you can apply to your own life. I hope that your study timetable really works for you.
Kanyisa, I know you have a question.
Does planning really work?
Well, does it?
But does planning really work? It's no good developing knowledge, skills, and values about planning and then not being able to apply them to your own life. So the only person can really answer this question, but does planning really work, is you. If you learn to plan and then make it a habit, you'll be able to manage your life. It will help you not to feel overwhelmed by a busy schedule and lots of demands on your time. Making planning a habit is an investment in a lifetime of stress management. However, if planning is not working for you, you need to investigate why this is and then make some changes to your planning strategies. Complete the self-reflection task below carefully and honestly in order to reflect on whether planning is working for you in your life. You will draw up a table of 2 columns, 1 column for questions and 1 column for comments and ways to address what you are unsure of. The first question is going to be, explain the planning knowledge, skills, and values you have developed. And the second question is, explain how planning can help you to manage your stress. And the third question is, explain how effective and smart planning can be applied to the different areas in your life. And the fourth question is, if planning is not working for you, identify what this is and what you can do to make your planning more effective. The self-reflection task should have helped you to ensure that planning really does work in your life.
Nangolego, what's your question?
Am I keeping up with my physical development activities?
The last question for this episode is similar to the last questions that has been asked in the past few weeks. Am I keeping up with my physical development activity? At this point in your lesson, you should spend some time recording your progress in your logbook on your chosen recreational outdoor activity. Spend some time reflecting on how your recreational outdoor activity is going. Make the necessary adjustments if needed. Record the progress you've made in your logbook. I hope that your outdoor recreational activity is fun and that it benefits your health in all areas. I hope you have found this lesson on planning useful and that you apply what you have learned to the different areas in your life. And in the meantime, let's return to Asana briefly and see how our learners have done in this lesson.
Well guys, the ladies and I have certainly done a lot. And that's it from us for today. I'll see you at the next school.
Ayobareshi.
Well, that's the end of today's episode. I hope to see you next time for Music Corner. Cheerio!